Welcome to Live with Cody and Satori, the paranormal couple. The show will be starting shortly. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Now please welcome the paranormal couple, Cody and Satori.
I love that song. I love that song. It's growing on me now.
Oh, good.
I love it.
After 4 weeks.
After only 4 weeks.
Oh, actually, we had it on our old show too. So
did we?
It's been a while.
Really? Did we have it between It's been a long time.
It was only between one segment.
Oh, only one segment? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's growing on me.
Well, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody.
We're back. We're here. If you've never been here, welcome.
We're sorry ahead of time.
We're sorry. So welcome back if you've been here before. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. This show is definitely a roller coaster ride. We like to have fun. Satori and I usually learn a little bit about each other during this, which is also, I guess, entertaining for you guys. So definitely stick around. We have a bunch of different segments that we do throughout the show. So stick around for those. And this show lasts 1 hour. So if you're on the Eastern seaboard there, we just started at 8 o'clock, and this show is going to go till 9 o'clock. And then starting at 9:15, we do our bonus show. And the bonus show is for our museum members only. And it's kind of an extension off of the show, and we usually do something different. In tonight's bonus show, we are doing an unboxing of a new object that has come into the museum. So we'll be going over that tonight, opening it up, and reading you some messages that came along with it. So for museum members, stay tuned for that after the show. If you're interested in becoming a museum member, you can do it for as little as $3. If you go to the video description down below, click on the Patreon link, and you can check out the different tiers. So definitely check that out. So we have been making vlogs.
We have been.
It's been going good.
This is the most I've heard you talk in the show, like straight on, and I love it. I love it. No, it's saving me the work.
Talking.
No, it's saving me.
Now.
No, it's saving me from my yap. No, I'm serious. It's not being sarcastic.
From your yapping?
Yeah, from my yapping. But no, like I like hearing you talk, because sometimes you're just very like one word or a couple words here and there. Like I like this.
Yeah, someone said Marshmallow Man. They like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. I have matching sunglasses, but I need to try it because I think it's gonna mess with the green screen because they're green. Like the outline of the shirt.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah. They look black.
You can see the books there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
We're representing Stranger Things and Ghostbusters tonight.
Wait, do these ones do it too? I brought baddie ones in case.
That's going to do the same thing.
Is that going to do it? No.
Oh, that's not bad.
The little bat sunglasses.
Those look nice.
Do you like these
I have
ones?
none.
It's kind of giving vampire librarian. That's what it's giving.
I like them.
You like that?
Yeah, I like them.
I like
I don't have any glasses. I have nothing fun.
No, well, do you want to wear these ones? No, wait, we got sidetracked. Vlogs. We were talking about vlogs.
That's how easy it is to get sidetracked. So we've been making vlogs. If you've been enjoying them, hopefully you have.
If you don't, it's okay. Please let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. So you could be watching the show right now on many different platforms, Facebook or YouTube. But we've been making videos for our YouTube channel, Cody and Satori, the Paranormal Couple, and that's linked in the description below as well. And every Tuesday we post a new video. And it's part vlog, and sometimes we include a little mini investigation at the end. But the last two have been from Florida. We went to St. Augustine in the most recent video, and then the video before that, we went to Halloween Horror Nights for our first time.
Yeah, but it wasn't like our usual paranormal piece of it.
So, but this Tuesday is going to be something completely different. We are posting our first full-length investigation video. There really is no vlogging. We kind of jump right into the investigation, and it's going to be interesting. It was a creepy place. I won't tell you where it is. I'll leave it to be a surprise. But it was a really creepy place, and we really hope you enjoyed it. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel for the video on Tuesday, and make sure you click the notification bell to get a reminder.
I have to warn people ahead of time before this video that you will see how much of a chicken I am when it comes to scary, dark hallways and spaces. So be prepared for that. Yes, I'm a paranormal investigator that sometimes is not very fond of the dark, especially at this location we're going to be at. It's different when there's other people that are like big scary investigators that could probably fight off whatever's hiding in the dark that's living. I'm more scared of what's living that's hiding in the dark. What am I gonna scare away? The Easter Bunny? Like, I don't know if I could fight back anything.
Sure you could. You'll see. Satori's a little brave in this video.
Not really.
Looks like we just got a super chat there. Harper, thank you. What has been your favorite place? I think it says favorite place to vlog. Geez. Well, Halloween Horror Nights was really cool. That was a fun one. Mystic Village was, I think, really cool too, because it was our first one.
That was fun, but I think my favorite's going to be the one coming up so far, because I like investigating new places.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna like that one.
I think it'll be fun. That's not really, that's more of an investigation though. I don't know if that counts as a vlog.
Cody, shut up.
All right, that can be your favorite. Leah,
oh,
thank you so
Leah.
much. You guys are really kind. You definitely don't have to send, super chats or super stickers, but of course we appreciate it. And thank you.
Hi.
All right, so let's jump into the regular show. So this show is full of different segments, like I mentioned, and every episode that we do, we like to feature a different item from the museum that we have.
Yes.
Those of you don't know, we, Satori and I, have a museum full of haunted items from around the world, and we like to showcase one once in a while. So I think that's what we're going to do first.
All right. You cut me off.
I'm sorry. I
You
didn't mean
cut
to.
me off on that one.
I thought the glasses was the
I
cue.
had a whole thing that was ready to be said. I was like, all right, let's get into it. And you cut me off at let's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Jeez.
Thanks for that.
All right. I got the case file here. So this is actually one of the tiers on our museum membership program. We'll send you one of these once a month. And it comes with a little picture there. Oop, there's the case file.
It's so great. It's
jumping out.
Jumping out.
Comes with a little picture and the
hi,
case
Tyler.
file. So what we do in this segment is we kind of read a few excerpts from the case file, so you kind of get an idea of what was going on, and we'll show you a picture of the object so you can see it a little closer. Some people claim that they're sensitive, and some people claim that when they see images of supposed haunted items or items with attachments, that they get feelings from it. So if you get a feeling from this item when I put the picture up, please leave a comment and let us know what you feel. And if you're watching this in the replay, do the same thing. Leave a comment, let us know what you're feeling. And if you don't think you're sensitive and you just get a strange feeling when the image pops up, write that too. We'll have fun with it. All right, here it comes. Ready? Here's the object. It's a doll. Of course, we have a lot of dolls in the museum. Dolls seem to be the favorite thing. I think that's because of Hollywood. Do we believe every item we have in the museum is haunted? No, but this one definitely has some strange stuff going on around it. So, like most objects, they reach out to us through an email, not the object itself, the person who owns it. And this is the email that was sent to us on December 12th of 2021. Hello, Para Couple. Oh, thank you very much, Claire. Appreciate it. Hello, Para Couple. My name is blank, and I live with my mother here in Illinois. I am contacting you on behalf of my mom, who has a hard time working computers. Basically, what's been happening is she has been dealing with some ghost activity that seems to have been brought into our house with the purchase of a thrift store find. Some assistance on what to do would be great if possible. So it seems like a good majority of our objects do come from thrift stores and secondhand stores and things like that that people buy. And
They do. And in that email, it's kind of it's great to show an email like that, because not every case starts off with, can you just take my item? Because we do have a lot of items where it's not even a real big case. It's just they want to get rid of it. They tell us why, we take it. But there are some where they're like, can you just tell me what to do? And we kind of walk them through that process.
Right. Taking the object is the last resort. We're not trying to build the biggest collection ever. It's their item in the end, and we want them to keep it. But oftentimes they want nothing to do with it once it scares them. So we ended up taking it. And we always give them the option, if they ever want it back, just give us a call and we'll send it right back to you. But to this day, nobody's called to get their object back, which is kind of interesting. All right, your turn.
All right. How was the object obtained? Last week, the client stopped in at a local thrift store that she frequents. She has, quote, a beautiful doll collection that she displays in her sitting room. She explains that she has been collecting for years and never had any issues with any of them. On this particular day, the client was walking down an aisle and she immediately got a strong feeling to check out the next aisle as soon as possible. She agrees with us that it definitely seemed like a magnetic pull that was difficult to control. The woman was drawn straight over to a doll that seemed completely out of place. According to the client, the store has everything in sections, so it seemed like someone picked this doll up and placed it down in that aisle. Upon picking up the doll, the client describes a warm rush falling over me, quote. This feeling was her cue to purchase it, so she went right to the register to buy the doll. She didn't even want to look around the store anymore. Again, the client emphasizes that nothing like this has ever happened, and she had never experienced a feeling like that before.
Why do you think the object is the cause of the paranormal activity? The client states that it was a, quote, complete shift once the doll was brought home. Her and her daughter immediately felt different, and the only thing that changed that could cause this feeling was the doll, according to them. So it's interesting that a lot of people, we get this a lot. This isn't the only case where people have felt that magnetic pull to purchase something. It's weird. Usually once the case is all over and you talk to them, they're like, yeah, I normally would have not purchased that. It doesn't match my decor. It doesn't match my style, but something inside of me told me that I needed it, which is really strange. It kind of gives you an idea that maybe there is something strange going on here.
Unexplained temperature changes. Yes, on a few occasions, the client has experienced significant drops in temperature with no explanation. The drop was so significant that she called her daughter over twice to feel it as well, and she also backed this up during the phone call we had. Again, this is something that has not happened in the home since the client moved into it in the 1980s. Unexplained anomalies with electrical devices. Since the doll has been brought into the home, there have been multiple strange occurrences with the electricity in the home. The client states that everything from lights flickering to TVs turning on and off to the record player starting up on its own has happened in the past week with absolutely no explanation. She states that it actually has been quite unnerving to experience all this. I'm just going to read this whole page and I'll give you the next one.
Sure.
All right. Unexplained odors. When we asked the client this question, she immediately freaked out. It was something she hadn't connected yet. Both the client and her daughter have had the smell of cigar smoke and perfume fill the house on multiple occasions over the past few days with no explanation. They stated that they had no idea that there could be smells associated with paranormal activity. They expressed that nothing in particular was happening when they would smell these smells. It was just very random. Here you go.
Unexplained voices. On one occasion, while the client was getting into bed, she heard what sounded like a man and a woman talking to each other. After a few seconds of listening to it and trying to process it, she yelled to her daughter and said, quote, "Are you watching TV?" And immediately the voices went away and she realized that she was home alone that evening. Her daughter was at work. This absolutely freaked her out and she stayed up until her daughter got home. Apparitions or visual anomalies. The first night after bringing the doll home, a tall, dark shadow was seen darting across the kitchen doorway as the client was stepping into the house with the doll for the first time. She brushed this experience off until the next sighting happened. The second time, she seen a similar shadow move quickly behind the TV while she was watching it. This time, her daughter witnessed it as well. She states that she immediately began to pray. Desired result or outcome.
The client wants the doll removed from the home as soon as possible. She states that she has never experienced anything like this in her lifetime and wants it all to go away and back to normal. Completely understandable. I love how you say "seen" in the case files. Like, it's just a Massachusetts case file. That's she's seen this. No, she saw, but that's how we say it. So I understand.
She's seen it.
Understand. She saw.
We're gonna have this debate forever.
I know, but I know because you and me do talk like that. But grammatically, to be accurate.
Well, it's accurate to where we live.
Okay. Hi.
So here's a quick question here. Why do temperature changes happen with paranormal activity?
That's a good question.
All right. Do you want to take it?
No, you go
All right,
first.
I got it. So we theorize that the reason why at least a temperature drop happens is that a spirit is trying to manifest, and when they do that, they draw energy from the environment, which in turn drops the temperature of that space. Which is why it could be very controlled to a small spot, a cold spot, because the spirit is trying to manifest in that area. And when you walk through that area, you're disrupting whatever's happening. That's why one of our big rules on paranormal investigating is when you're with somebody and somebody starts to experience something, the worst thing that another person could do is go close to them, start walking over towards them, because your energy, everyone has their own energy. Your energy may disrupt whatever's happening over there. Spirit may be getting ready to manifest and show itself. And you walking into that room or walking close to your friend or your partner may make all of that go away. And there's been plenty of times where that's happened. People walk in, they get excited to try experiencing the cold spot, and then it goes away. So if someone starts experiencing something, let it happen, let it play out, start filming from afar, and watch what happens. There's also been plenty of times where people have experienced rise in temperature, and that's a little different. There's many theories on to why that happens. Some people believe when something gets hot, the spirit is more negative. I don't really subscribe to that theory. But cold spots, that's what we theorize. Spirit's trying to manifest, takes energy from the environment, which in turn drops the temperature. What's your answer?
Whatever you said. You're attractive when you're talking all smart. You are. There are plenty of times you're not talking smart, but when you are.
Unbelievable. Tom, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Soon you won't have to analyze tapping.
Where to go?
Oh, I put it back up here. Soon you won't have to analyze tapping. It'll start coming. Thank you, Tom. We appreciate that.
Tom's a great guy.
All right, let's see. Answer a couple more questions here real quick. Have you guys tested spirits fully?
Giving spirits fully charged batteries, like offerings to use batteries to try to communicate. We have not tried batteries. It's been theorized by a couple people in the field that we've kind of worked with that we might work like a battery circuit. So I wonder if we do involve batteries in what we're doing.
The only thing that we've done that's close to that is EM pumps. I mean, it's not a battery, but it's essentially charging the environment. That's the theory behind that. So charging the environment with electromagnetic energy, basically a little box you turn on and it has a couple motors in it, and it creates EMF. And we theorize spirit can use that to communicate and manifest. It makes it easier for them. So that's probably the closest thing that we've done. That's compared to that, but maybe we can try that sometime.
We should try it.
We should definitely try that. Let's see. How do spirits cause different smells around them and you? That's a good question.
That is a good question. There's different religious beliefs also associated with that would give their own answers. Do I subscribe to all of them? No. Some people believe, depending on, it could be related to tragedy in a situation of passing. It can be the type of entity you're dealing with. That's religious belief wise. But is there a scientific explanation for it as of yet?
No, there's really not. I mean, there's different theories that, you can have residual smells and all different things, like intelligent smells, believe it or not. So when a spirit is around, smells can happen on command. But why it happens, we have no idea. I mean, it's a great question, and we don't know the answers to everything, unfortunately. So yeah, great questions.
These are things we need to ask when we do sessions. But I don't know if they would answer that.
Beth, hey guys, remember when I gave you each a $2 bill at the Bell Mansion the night before my wedding? Hope you... Beth, hang on a minute.
You guys think we forget things.
Hold
on. Do you still have it with you in your wallet?
There you go.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Awesome. We remember. All right. So basically, we removed the doll from the location, and everything pretty much went back to normal. So whether something truly paranormal is happening or not, it helped the situation. The family felt at peace afterwards, and that's all that really matters. And
some experiences, their favorite smells to let you know that they're there. It could be perfumes and florals and things like that.
The case file that has actually just gone out for this month for Patreon members has to do with a perfume smell.
Okay. I'm trying to remember which case file that is. We have a million of them where they mention smells though, so I'm not going to guess
just the one that went out this month has to do with that.
Okay. I didn't know which one you chose.
Yeah, it's actually another, it's a bigger doll this month.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So great questions. Keep them coming. If we don't answer them right away, we will get to them. We kind of sprinkle them throughout the show. So just stay tuned and we'll get to it. All right, let's move on to the next segment. This one's really fun. I like this one. This is where we get to learn a little bit about each other here.
All right, let's do it. Paranormal couple questions. All right. So if you're new to this live, because I saw a couple people saying they're new to it, between every show, we have about a 2-week period. Cody and I write questions for each other. It could be random. It could be paranormal related, just about us. And we ask each other these questions live. So you get to see our stupidity live, and we have to answer it in front of all of you. So be prepared for this, and if you have your own answers to these questions, feel free to answer them in the chat as well. Okay, so who's going first?
Ladies first.
Okay. Okay, this is okay. What is one cryptid you either believe in that people don't usually believe in, or one that you don't believe in that people do believe in? You know what I'm saying? Like one that you're kind of oddballed out. Like, is there one that you believe in that not a lot of people do? Like a monster or cryptid?
I would love to believe that the Loveland Frogman exists.
But you don't. Do you? So I don't know much about cryptids, to be honest.
Well, I think the Dover Demon, a lot of people had some interesting sightings with that. I mean, Mothman's cool, but that's a really well-known one.
Frogman?
Loveland Frogman, yeah.
Just imagine
the giant
seeing
frogman.
a frogman.
Or the Squonk. The Squonk is a good one. It's like this
I want to
sad,
see a frogman.
wrinkly little thing.
Oh my god! I think I've seen drawings of what they think that looks
Squonk.
like. Okay, so is that what your answer is?
Yeah,
a frogman?
No, I think the Squonk is real.
Okay. That's really funny.
Look up the Squonk.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Squonk. Squonk.
Okay, that's such a funny one.
Look
okay.
up the Squonk.
I love that.
He's a cute little guy. He's
is it like
sad.
A cultural legend, or is it like just a legend of a community?
No, it's in a state. I'm trying to remember which state it's in. I don't know if it's Ohio.
I'm searching this up right now.
Look up the Squonk.
Okay.
It's a state in the United States. Which state is it?
Oh my gosh.
Which state?
Hold on. It's in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Look at this article about it. Squink, squank, squonk. That's what it's called. It's a whole legend thing. I feel like I'm saying a word I should like a really
a squonk. Yeah.
Like it doesn't sit well when you try to say it.
They have a squonk festival.
Oh my gosh.
They have a squonk festival.
Look at will this reflect? Well,
yeah, you can see it.
Look at that. Look at that. I have a picture of him. I'm trying to get him to focus. It's like this wrinkly. Oh, I feel so bad. This is the one I've seen on TikTok. Hold on. Right. I don't know if it's showing up well.
Yeah, it's showing up.
Yeah. It's fine. I can show it with my phone.
Let's see. All right, we're going to do something fancy here.
No, we're going to break it. Look it. Looks kind of like a wrinkly dog that they shaved all the hair on. And I feel so bad for it because why is it always sad? Why does it always look so sad?
I don't know. It's just,
It's
I
like
guess
an
that's not gonna work.
Eeyore, but of like cryptids.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like them. How about you? Do
Aw.
you have a favorite one?
I'd like to believe that like not necessarily the Loch Ness monster, but
Oh,
a
yeah.
monster like that is in the sea.
Yep.
I think that. Or a giant. I'm an art history person, so I've analyzed art from ancient times all the way to modern times, and there is a lot of artwork depicting a serpent-like creature in the oceans that were taking down boats or taking people out of boats. And I'm like, how can so many cultures depict the same serpent creature in the water over years? Part of me's like, I believe there's something in
I
the
think
ocean.
there's something absolutely
Or there
in the ocean.
was.
I think there's something, what, like, I might be wrong. I know like 80 or 90% of the ocean is still undiscovered.
Oh, there's a
So-
lot of the ocean undiscovered.
So yeah, I definitely believe something's in the water.
I think so. Yeah, Pennsylvania should get more recognition, honestly.
Yeah,
Should.
Pennsylvania.
Such a rich historical state.
Wow, thank you,
Oh,
Amanda.
thank you, Amanda.
What animal in your experience is most perceptive to supernatural? Cats.
Yeah, cats, but cats also don't get as antsy about it too. But they always seem like they just see more.
My one of my friends was the owner of, I believe his name was Oscar, the cat, and that was a cat in a local, I believe it was a local nursing home. And you can look up stories about him. He would walk into certain room and lay on the bed, and that person would pass away like the next day.
Yeah, it's
So
like it just
they
knows.
knew. They knew. So cats, I mean, we have so many case files where animals are just staring off into corners, and dogs too. Dogs barking at random things. So.
But it's weird because even my cat, who's now passed away, like it was like he just knew. Like he knew when he knew. Like it was just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're just more connected, I think.
Cats, yeah, and cats. I mean, instinctively, when they know they're going to pass away, they usually leave. They try to leave and like go into the woods or go somewhere alone, and
That's so sad.
Yeah.
My dogs are chickens. They like if they saw
Mine is
something,
too.
they would run.
yeah, my dog's a big chicken.
Your dogs don't go into the museum when they're around it.
No, they don't go near
So
the
that's
door at
kind
all.
of weird
Yeah.
too. They don't even go near the door. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think most animals are. I mean, dogs and cats are the two animals that most, humans have the most experience with, because those are the animals that most of us have. But I'm sure a lot of animals are, perceptive of that because they see in different light spectrums, and we believe spirit exists in different light spectrums. So, yeah, it could have something to do with that. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
your question now.
My question.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much, Amanda. By the way, all these super chats are going towards the building of our museum, which had a major setback, if you haven't heard. So thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right. If you had to possess or be attached to a doll, what would the doll look like?
Oh, it would be a freaky doll on purpose.
Really?
Because if I was to possess something for the purpose of trying to make it seem like I'm living through the item, because I don't necessarily believe, unless it's a more cultural item, that you get trapped inside of everything or you can like be inside of it. I think you can manipulate it as if you are still alive in a form
like a
of
puppet.
possession. Yeah, like a puppet. So I think I would find the creepiest doll to manipulate. To scare somebody because it would be more amusing. Like, what's the only other thing you'd do with that? Like, if I was a spirit trying to possess a doll, what would I do? Have a tea party? Like, I want to do something scary.
I would be in something that takes batteries, and I would make it run not on battery. I'd be like the
it's
thing
like,
that.
hi, I love you. You take the batteries out. Hi, I love you. Yeah, that would be terrifying. That would be terrifying. I would want
like a
something...
Teddy Ruxpin or something. We have one of them in the museum.
We do.
Like
or one of those, the old monkey ones.
Oh, with the clapping.
Yeah,
hands,
the clapping
monkeys,
ones. Yeah, that would be freaky.
Yeah, something that takes battery that moves, and that's what I would be.
What I would want, like a broken porcelain doll or something, like a little cracked porcelain doll, and just move it around.
Yeah, I want to be something other than a doll. There's too many.
But you only gave me doll as an option.
Yeah, but I would want.
Not like I'm gonna inhabit a Barbie doll.
Well, that was my question to you. I want to be something different.
Oh, okay. Very one-sided. Well, polar like feels calm dogs prefer to align their bodies in the north. Oh.
Oh, I
Fun
didn't know that.
fact.
Thank you. See, you
All
learn
right.
something new every time, folks.
Okay. What is one thing that really makes you angry? Like, it can be a pet peeve, somebody's action, something you've seen. Like, what is one thing that makes you so angry?
When I'm driving,
Oh no, I already know where you're going with this.
I'll be driving, and let me know if anyone can relate to this. I could be driving, right? And I'm at a stop sign, ready to take a left, and Satori sitting in the passenger seat. Watch out! There's a car coming. So as soon as I start to go, I slam on the brakes, and I look, and the car's 2 miles out.
I almost fell.
The car's 2 miles out, nowhere near. So then I have to wait for the car to come and go by, and then I can go.
That's not true. Because sometimes you have a very, like, you don't stop until we're almost in somebody's back seat taking a sip of their water bottle out of the cup holder. Like, you stop, and I could probably stick my head out of the window and see them. Like,
That is ridiculous.
you drive like you're from Massachusetts, because you are. You drive like a crazy person.
No, I don't.
You do.
I get to where we're going perfectly fine.
Okay.
You're too worried.
Okay.
The car's 2 miles away.
You know what my pet peeve is?
What?
When I have to pray every time we're driving because I don't think I'm going to make it out. Because you drive like a maniac. You do. I've never seen somebody
Driving official.
more,
Yes. Okay.
more willing to get in a collision than let somebody merge into their lane. That's him. He would literally purposely get in an accident just as that person could not merge in front of him or cut him off. That's how bad you are. That's how bad you are.
All right, moving on.
Your question?
Is my question?
Your question?
Do you think it's possible that there could be spirits underwater?
I think so. I don't think water matters. Because if you're in a completely different dimensional plane, why would the water matter and like the air not? Like, I feel like it's the same thing. And even then the ground doesn't really matter, because there's some spirits where they're only seen like kneecaps up because the floor is at a different height now. So whatever dimensional plane they're on, theoretically, it doesn't matter where everything is. They're walking through walls, they can walk through the floors, so why would water matter?
Yeah.
So I think so.
I think so too. Like, what about shipwrecks and things like that?
I think there's spirits down by the Titanic.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Like, still walking on the ship, like the ship's still going.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, because if I mean, the whole theory behind residual, the whole thing the whole thing behind residual spirits is that the energy is ingrained with the building materials of whatever it is. So you could absolutely have residual energy attached to the Titanic as well, at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. So, but it really depends. I mean, I'm sure there could be intelligent spirits going back just to check in on things, but there's also probably residual spirits still walking.
I think there's more of a chance of something residual than something intelligent.
Probably. I would like to investigate a shipwreck, but I don't think there's a way we can do that.
Well, there's some shipwrecks that aren't that far down. Like, you can just, scuba dive and see them.
I know water doesn't matter for us, and when we do our sessions, I can't explain how I know that, but some helpful people have been working with us, and water doesn't matter. So could we get, like, I wish we could get in like scuba gear and do it.
Well, maybe we can.
I wonder if we could.
Well, we'll try it.
I wonder if we could.
All right, your turn.
All right. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. These are good questions. If you had to, this is kind of fitting. If you had to go back in time to one tragic disaster in history and try to survive it yourself, what would you choose? Like, one historic disaster, you have to go back, you have to try to survive it. You have to experience it, try to survive it. You know what's going to happen because you're going back in time, but you have to try to live it.
Yeah, the Hindenburg would be pretty interesting.
I don't know if you'd survive that. 34 seconds and that thing was down. and in flames.
Well, you said I
You
survived
have you have to try to survive it.
Oh, jeez.
There's no guarantee. I don't know if the Hindenburg's the smartest choice. And
Yeah, I don't know.
also, the time period and the people on the Hindenburg were not a very good choice. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that.
A disaster that I had to try to escape.
But historically, the Hindenburg is still really cool for air travel. That's still really cool. So I mean, like, I would totally do that, but I'd want to survive.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not really sure. I can answer that.
I would try the Titanic, I think.
Really?
But then
would try the Titanic?
My luck, I would be like, I don't know, like a worker. That's where go back and I'd be completely.
With my luck, I'd be all the way down at the bottom of the ship, and I'd have no
that's true.
chance.
That's true. We're not very lucky people.
No. All right. My turn.
Yes.
If you were a ghost, what would be your scare tactic? What would you do to scare somebody?
What is off limits?
Nothing, I guess.
I would be like Beetlejuice. I would be that bad. You know I would. If I could do anything I want, and I'm just being real with you guys. You can hate me for it. I don't care. I would be terrible if I could mess with people. I would be possessing. I would be moving stuff. I'd be throwing things. I would be messing with you'd come home and I would take the weirdest thing in your house and just stack it up. Like, where's all your toilet paper? It's all stacked up in the kitchen. Like, just the most inconvenient things you can hope for. That's what I would be doing. That would be me.
I would probably be tapping people on the shoulders a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, just like.
Oh, that's sweet. No, I would be possessing people.
Oh,
like, you'd be dancing. Like like in Beetlejuice when they're all at the table and they all start singing. That would be the kind of stuff I would do. Just for funsies. For funsies.
All right, what's yours?
What do you mean?
Your question.
Do I have one more?
Yeah.
Okay. What is I don't know if I can ask that. Okay, if you could shapeshift into any animal for a whole day, what animal would you choose? And why?
A giraffe.
A giraffe?
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
I love giraffes.
I know you love giraffes.
I think it'd be cool to be way up there.
You just look down and everything.
Just walking around all day.
Is that your giraffe move?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
What would you be? A frog?
Probably. That I can't imagine myself choosing anything else. So it's that squonk. An owl. Oh, that's a really interesting one. Black Panther. Ooh, you guys are choosing fun things. I would just be a little toad on the side of the road, hanging out by a little pond. I'd be a slimy little toad.
All right, let's check the questions real quick. Let's see. Leah, do you guys ever come across the Jersey Devil or believe in the legend?
Ooh.
We haven't come across the Jersey Devil. I've come across a couple of people who claim to have witnessed it, but I haven't.
Do you believe the Jersey Devil?
I believe most legends and lore stem from something.
So you believe there might have been something that would be classified as that?
Yeah.
Okay. I would believe that. Because, yeah, again, different cultures and different time periods. Like, how is everybody depicting what looks like a Sasquatch?
Right.
In different cultures.
Right.
All through time. Like, I believe that they stem from something.
You have a P.O. box where you can receive.
I do,
yep.
actually.
We're going to put it up right now. Here it is. P.O. Box 121-134 Jackson Flat Road, Hope, Rhode Island. There it is.
So if anybody has anything they need to send, that's the P.O. box.
All right. Back to the questions here. You guys coming to Tennessee anytime soon?
We've been in talks. We were going to have an event this year, but it got canceled because the other people we were doing the event with could not make that. So we had to cancel that one, but we want to come back to Tennessee. So we're in talks. We're in talks to do some cool locations in Tennessee, and we'll keep you updated.
Here's a question that kind of goes along with your question there. What if you could be in like a quantum leap, go back in time and prevent something from happening?
Ooh, but if everything happens for, I'm gonna raise this. Spirits have told us that in a way, they have told us in a way that everything sort of happens for a reason. Like everything plays out in a course of events. Not saying that certain things had to happen, but certain routes you take move you in certain directions depending on the route you take to get to a specific end result. Okay? So that's what we're theorizing that they're kind of telling us. So if you go back in time and change something from happening, would that change a lot of things? Like the Titanic disaster was tragic, but if you stop the Titanic disaster, would there be so many rules and regulations on boats today? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did that have to happen in a way to get people to finally push for certain changes?
I definitely believe that. I believe everything happens for a reason, the good and the bad.
But again, there's some things where I'm like, it didn't have to happen that way. But also, I think certain routes are taken by certain people that lead to certain things happening. Like, it could have been different, but it still would have gotten to the same end result. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm thinking there?
Yeah.
You know? So
It's interesting to think about. You know,
it
that
is.
is I don't know.
So
That's
in a way, I
perplexing.
believe everything happens for a reason
Yes.
too. Just different things could happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, multiple different outcomes. Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Interesting.
Sorry, we're getting all like
Cool. No, I love it.
we're getting all like
I
deep.
love it.
We're getting all deep. Okay.
I love it.
All right. What's next?
All right. So we're gonna move on to our next segment, but before we do that, we have to thank our museum members. It's that time. So gonna put some names up here. So everyone who becomes a museum member, you get added to the list, and there's getting to be a lot of you, which is really cool. So we have 3 pages of names now. Page 1, page 2. Thank you guys. And page 3. And I believe we got a new one while we have been live. Got a couple new ones. We got Tindra and Dawn. Thank you very much for your support. All of it goes to help fund the building of the museum. So we really appreciate it. And it's also funding us going out to different cool locations for our vlogs and investigations and things like that.
I like that outlook. I've been asked what I would change in my life if I could. I say nothing. I had to go through what I did to make me who I am today.
That's right.
Interesting.
That's right. I agree. So thanks to the Patreon museum members. Really appreciate it. Definitely check out the description below if you want to become a museum member, and you get to watch the bonus show and all of the other previous bonus shows that we've ever done, plus some extra content that is uploaded on Patreon. So you have a lot of content if you get bored to watch on there. So definitely check that out. All right, but for now, we're going to go to our next segment, which has to do with you guys. It has to do with some audience participation. So let's jump in to the intro. All right.
Okay. I'm going to try not to fall off of this chair. I need a new chair if I keep falling backwards off of it. Okay, so if you don't know this segment, couple cards, is where a couple of you in the show tonight will be chosen, and I will pull some oracle and advice cards for you guys and kind of give you what they mean, a gist of what they mean, okay? And Cody will also be helping me because that's his new tradition on this show. So a couple people will be chosen. If you're not chosen tonight, no worries. We do this every other week. And also, if you join our bonus shows and you ask specifically for one, I'm sure I can pull you a card or two, okay? So just say me if you want a reading in the chat, okay? Thank you. So just say me or I want one in the chat, and our amazing helpers behind the scenes that we couldn't do this without will help choose the names. Okay. We got Molly. Molly. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what we get. So again, I am not a professional card reader by any means. I do this as a hobby. So I'm not like a psychic or anything, okay? No matter what people try to tell you, I say I am.
Huge shout out to Erin, who's behind the scenes, and Ken, who's behind the scenes. Erin's the card picker. She's the one who's picking who's getting readings. So
okay,
she's the mystical one behind the curtain.
Okay. All right, so I got a couple. First is change. It says life is a journey. It would be unfulfilling if each step was exactly the same as the last, because life is always changing. It is forever fresh and new. Allow your life to unfold gracefully. Be grateful for what was, is, and forever will be. So it's saying that things are going to change. Good things, bad things are going to come your way. It's going to be a cycle like that. You're just going to have to try your best to stay positive about the situations, push through them, because you can achieve amazing things. You have an amazing future lined up for you, is what these cards are pretty much saying. And you have some help behind the scenes. I got an angel card, so this usually means angels, guides, whatever you believe in, helpful spirits. I'm here by your side. I'm all around you and will forever protect you. Remember this whenever you feel fearful. I love you all as well. So you have support both in this life and the metaphysical world, pushing you forward. Everybody's believing in you, and you can do some amazing things. Just know that there's going to be good and bad, but there's going to be lessons that come from all of it. So do you want to pull a card?
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be as good as that. Jeez. That was awesome.
I'm not that good.
All right.
I just say what the card.
Molly, I'm not that good, so don't listen to what I have to say. Molly. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what the cards have to say. There's stuff flying out here. All right. The unknown. Do not fear the unknown. This is a time of deep exploration and transformation. Unfamiliar territory leads to new horizons. So basically, what this card is trying to tell you, Molly, is that you may be scared of what's to come, might not understand the future that's ahead. And this is a time for you to transform into something different, kind of like them caterpillars that turn into butterflies, right?
Oh, that's a good metaphor. Okay.
Transform into something different, and you may find that ugly little caterpillar may turn into something beautiful. So whatever situation you're in.
Little caterpillar. Caterpillars aren't ugly. They're adorable.
No, they're ugly.
So are you meaning it like, like, what do you mean that
I'm meaning that the situation may be ugly. And
okay.
I
thought you were calling her a caterpillar.
No.
Okay.
She's not a caterpillar.
Okay.
No. The
I was
situation.
Like, okay, all right, you're
the
doing
situation. Maybe, like a caterpillar, not that pretty looking, and then it might turn into something beautiful. So you just have to hold on tight for the ride and make it out to the other side to the unfamiliar territory, and
good job.
Stuff might happen.
Good job, bub.
All
good job. All right.
There you go.
Oh, good. We're happy to hear that. Should we do one more or two more?
Let's do one more.
Okay. All right. We got Laura here.
Laura.
See. Oh, you got a manifestation card. Clearly visualize the life you want, feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. So this card is saying if there's something you want or a different outcome you want or some opportunity to come to you in some way, shape, or form, act like you already have it. Visualize it, speak it aloud, constantly think and focus on it, and it's believed that will ultimately manifest what you want out of life. It could be a specific outcome, a desire. And then this card is a positive outcome card. So something good's going to be coming to you. The sun is about to burst through the clouds, and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. Oh, so something really good is on its way in time. It may not be exactly what is wanted in the exact way you want it, but something good is going to come.
Wow, that's pretty neat. All right, Laura. Again, don't listen to me. I do not read cards.
I thought the caterpillar metaphor, once I understood it, was very good.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I really liked that one.
All right. Transformation.
Oh my gosh. Okay. There's a change coming here for Laura.
Yeah, transformation. Okay. Through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are, moment by moment, transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom.
Okay.
So basically, Laura, what this card is telling me is that you are going through a transformation. There's something happening around you. It doesn't have to be something that you realize. It could be happening behind the scenes, but there's stuff at work. The gears are turning, and something's just going to happen. A door is going to open that you may have not expected, and you're going to have the option to walk through it or to not walk through it. Me, I say walk through it. Take a risk. See what happens. You may find that that there's a great outcome. And if it's not, you have plenty of life. You can always do something over again. Try it out. See what happens.
Thank you, Jennifer, for
Transformation.
donating through Patreon. So I just want to thank Jennifer.
Jennifer, thank you.
Thank you.
See you in the bonus show. All right.
All right.
Thank you. If you weren't chosen this time, it's Aaron's fault.
No, no. We're so sorry, Aaron. Aaron, we promised that he didn't mean it. We're just from New England, Aaron. You're going to have to get used to this.
We
This
only
is our
have so
sense of
much
humor.
time. We only have so much time on the show.
Some people think we're mean. It's just where we're from. This is our sense of humor. Okay.
So, so Satori sometimes does card pulls on the bonus show as well. So, if not, wait till the next show, and maybe you'll get picked. You never know. You never know. All right, so we're going to jump into the final segment, and if we have any final countdown. All right, so final segment, and if we have any time at the end, we'll answer a few more questions there. All right, you ready? This one's fun.
This show went by wicked fast.
It's going by quick.
It's going by wicked fast.
All right, we have
All right.
props now.
Okay, so do you want to describe this segment? Because I've done all the other ones.
Yes, this is a segment that has to do with props.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is Satori, usually every week we have a show. She puts a question out on a question request out on Instagram. And our patrons, and they send in different questions of who do you think would be the answer. So like who is best at singing? It would obviously be me. So we all
Why
both
did
at the
you
same
just
time.
throw shade at me like that? There was no reason. It was unprovoked.
I was just giving an
Dang,
example.
dude.
I was just giving an example.
That was harsh.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Who's most likely to burst into song when out in public? At the grocery store. 1, 2, 3. Definitely him. Definitely him. You're like Ron Weasley divination class. Who's gets scared more easily?
1, 2, 3.
That is not true.
Satori.
You are the biggest chicken.
Satori.
Cody, you are the biggest chicken. When it comes to like fake haunted houses, which people will see, I am a bigger chicken. But when it comes to literally daily life, you are the bigger chicken.
Daily life.
If a light turns on and you're not ready for it, you scream. I tried to put an evil eye necklace on him yesterday, which he's wearing because, return to sender. So I was trying to put it on him.
She snuck up behind me.
I came behind him, tried to romantically put it on him because he just asked for it, literally 10 seconds before. So I put it on him and he goes, whoa, and practically punches me, okay, because he thought supposedly it was a bug.
It landed on my nose. You put it on my nose.
It was so, yeah, he's scared of everything. All right. Who's most likely to forget the order of the alphabet and have to start over?
1, 2, 3.
That's true. That's
because
true.
You're the one who says the alphabet most of the time.
I do, but I'm not very good at that. Be honest. You know how the spirits spell things out, right? So we go through the alphabet like a human Ouija board and then you spell things out. Has it made you any better with spelling? Like understanding letters doing this?
No.
Not me neither. Me neither. I barely know where the letters go in the alphabet. So I
don't know the alphabet any better either. I couldn't say it backwards to save my life.
I feel bad for the spirits because I feel like after a while they're like, this is so bad. Like, why am I doing this? Who is more likely to be moody when they're hungry? 1, 2, 3. Probably.
Not probably, definitely.
This little line of mine, skincare, says, who's most likely to go up and say hi to their celebrity crush? Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
You're more likely to talk to another like talk to somebody like at a convention or anything, you're more likely to walk up to a celebrity than me. When I get to talking, I don't have a filter, so I would be more likely, I guess, to tell them that I think they're attractive.
Dude, if Patrick Wilson walked through the door
It
right
would be
now,
game over. It would be game over. I'm sorry. I love Patrick Wilson. I Phantom of the Opera 2004. Put that on for me. Oh my gosh. I love Patrick Wilson. All right. Who is most likely to run into a glass door?
what?
That's one.
the
It's
heck?
it's
All
on
right.
the list.
All
It's
right,
on
ready?
the list.
1, 2, 3.
That's not true.
Why me?
Because you would. You walk into we went shopping yesterday and you slammed the cart into like 4 of the different things in the aisle.
Well, they were in the way.
So would the glass door be. You absolutely would. So your mother has a couple.
Okay.
I love his mother. She said, who is most likely to win an argument with the last word?
1, 2, 3.
I'm not gonna start it, but I'm gonna finish it. I am petty. I am petty. What can I say?
I'm always wrong.
Who eats the most fast food?
Uh,
It's pretty even. When you're on the road so much, you have to eat whatever's available. Who's most likely to make friends with Spirit?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I would, even if they're kind of mean to me. Somebody said whose sports team is the worst, but we're both from New England, and Rhode Island and Massachusetts kind of follow the same teams.
Yeah.
So, and we're all great. So, just saying. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Somebody had one that was really funny, and I'm trying to find it. It was like, who's most likely to show up to a Halloween party in an inflatable dinosaur costume?
Oh, all right. 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely. There's no shame. There's no shame.
No,
Absolutely.
I love costumes.
Oh yeah, he would.
I love wearing costumes.
One time we went to well, we've gone to concerts and we've literally dressed up as the people at the concerts. We went to a Hall & Oates concert
And caused a big security issue.
and we dressed like Hall & Oates. And we had people taking photos with us, and then there were lines of people trying to take photos with us, and we had a security person have to come over and help because a bunch of people trying to take photos with us. That was the most famous we ever were, was that moment. Okay. I can't say that one. Look at that one. Oh, actually, it's the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's most likely to spend an hour in the woods of the Conjuring house alone?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't go into the woods, especially at night. I'll go during the day.
Right now, I wouldn't at all, though. I wouldn't go anywhere near the woods.
Who's most likely to
Or the house.
Who's most likely to rage quit at Monopoly? Aaron, stop laughing behind the scenes. Who's most likely to rage quit Monopoly?
1, 2, 3.
I am so short-tempered. You want to talk about who's the meanest out of the two of us? Probably me. At least I acknowledge it. Honestly.
I'm not saying a word.
It's true. I'm not afraid to say it.
All right. One more, and we'll answer some questions here.
Okay. This one is somebody said who's the better cook. That was your mom too. So 1, 2.
Better cook?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not true. I don't cook.
You make great SpaghettiOs.
I make some mean SpaghettiOs. Out of the two of us, you're more likely to cook. I'm more likely to bake because I can't cook to save my life. You want to see a house on fire? Make me cook, okay? I can't cook.
All right. Well, that was fun.
That was interesting. The questions were so creative. I couldn't say some of them because they were just so funny, but so bad.
All right. Let's answer some questions here real quick. Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
How's traveling been going? Great.
Good.
We're having fun.
It's been good.
We're having fun.
Getting busy now that
We're
it's
having a
getting
good
to
time.
be October.
We're having a good time. Cody, your Hellfire t-shirt, is that the UK Hellfire? No, this is Stranger Things on Netflix. Stranger Things.
Is that the same?
Huh?
Is that like the same thing?
Well, this is the Stranger Thing brand. of
Okay.
Hellfire.
Okay.
Yeah, Hellfire Club.
I don't know much about. I just know Stranger Things.
Yeah. All right. Where you keep your museum items when you're around them, do you have the same experiences as what the people that gave them to you had?
Some, not all of the objects in our collection we believe to actually be haunted.
Yeah.
And we're just saying that straight
It's
off
actually
the bat.
very little.
Very little of them that we think, or at least we have experienced anything where we can say it is, or there's something with it. Very little. But sometimes we do go into the museum and it's like incredibly intense. We keep them right now in an outbuilding on one of our properties, and we're hoping to open a museum soon when we can afford to.
Yep. All right. Well, did you have fun?
I did.
All
It
right.
moved by way too fast.
It did. So that's the show for tonight, the regular show. Starting in about 15 minutes or so, a little less, 9:15, we're going to start our bonus show on Patreon. Definitely feel free to check that out if you want to become a Patreon member. You can do that by going to patreon.com/haunted museum. I was trying to find a thing there, but I guess
Up
it's not
there.
there. But also, yeah, you check out Facebook here. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/haunted museum. A lot of updates being posted there all the time. Be sure to also follow us on YouTube. If you're not already, subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you get notified. And all the new videos that are coming up, new videos are posted every Tuesday. And then we go live with the live show every other Thursday, which is always a blast, as it was tonight, or a train wreck.
Or a train wreck. Hopefully we see some of you guys tomorrow or this weekend at TerrorCon in Massachusetts. We will be there meeting people. I also have some jewelry from my Handmade by Hawes collection that's going to be sold there. Pumpkin jewelry, cauldron jewelry, witches hats. We have all sorts of fun little things. I'm also going to be bringing some handmade brooms because my mom and I make handmade ginormous brooms with herbs and crystals. We'll be selling those as well. And we'll be meeting so many of you. So hopefully we get to see some of you there.
Awesome. All right. Well, until next time, we thank you. Thanks, everybody, for the super chats and super stickers. We really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to Dead Air Full Spectrum as well, kind of like the mothership for this show on YouTube. A lot of different paranormal content that's on there. So check them out as well. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right, guys. Love you all. Bye.